here we go. I decided to do this Met Gala look. It was my favorite look from the Met Gala that Teyana Taylor wore by Thom Browne, the designer. Just love his freaking work. OMG. So yeah, I started from scratch. I just wanted to give a little behind the scenes on, how something like this is done. Literally starting from scratch, drafting the pattern. Like when I say from scratch, this is a basic bodice, which is a basic freaking top that I had to first trace and then drape it. So I like to work with draping and flat pattern sometimes, or sometimes just drape straight to the mannequin. But it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I like to use paper and then play with draping at the same time. So just trying to get my lapel on my collar, because it was a double-breasted top, of course, on the design. Was just trying to get that right. I pretty much fit the size of my mannequin, which is a size 6'8" is what I fit, but I can still fit the mannequin at the top part at least. So yeah, this is just me, tired, been making freaking patterns for a whole day and a half, maybe straight. So I pretty much at this point finished the whole pattern, the skirt, the top part, the sleeves. This is everything. Me just showing that it's everything. Playing in the camera. Okay, now it's time to cut the muslin. Muslin is used to test a pattern. Since I didn't drape it using muslin and I used flat pattern, if I would have just used straight muslin and draped the design, I wouldn't have even had to make the pattern. The pattern would have just been already made in the muslin. So you test the fit, everything before cutting out the fabric, because the fabric can be expensive, child. So you don't want to mess up your good fabric. You want to make sure the patterns and everything is fitting correctly. Nothing is off grain or just off of the lines, the seams. None of that is just wonky or messed up. And when dealing with muslin is basically a cotton, and it gets so freaking wrinkled. So you want to press that out as much as possible. Oh my gosh, when we were in school, all we did was press. You always have to press out seams. You got to press out everything, because you just want to make sure stuff is really fitted the way it should be fit. I was just ironing like somebody big arm auntie for so long. Ugh. So now we're at the stage where it's time to put the pieces together, play with the fit, make sure everything is looking like it's supposed to be. About to drape it on the mannequin right here. This was my mock-up piece. It looks pretty good. Yeah, I tried to test the little grommets on the side as well. Marked where I'm gonna put the what's the name of that pocket? The welt pocket. Okay, so trust the process. This is where I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna have this lacing up in the back just to fit into the garment, because it didn't have zippers or anything. They had to sew her in this, if I'm guessing correctly. Mind you, this fabric does not stretch at all. And when I say at all, you can't even put it diagonally and it's going to stretch. It does not stretch at all. So that was mostly the hard problem solving part for me, because every time you're making clothes, it's a lot of math and problem solving when you designing clothes from scratch. Designer life is 90% problem solving and doing a lot of math. And I was just trying to figure out how am I going to get into this freaking outfit, and I wanted it to be almost exactly alike. I know where it's not exactly alike. Certain things that the gloves were attached to the sleeve. If I'd have known that, it would have been so much easier. OMG. And I think the shoulder were higher, the shoulders, I think. Not sure. But I was just basically showing that the lining is different. They had a red and white striped lining, and I just had to get what I could get. I could not find it nowhere. So the white and black did. I got tired of using my freaking scissors, so I got the electric scissors. So now it's time to put this together, put the lining to the tweed. And yeah, even though I had made sure the test material was right, the fit was still freaking off. I don't understand or know why, but that's okay, because I was my own model, so I was able to readjust and take it in areas I needed to. So that's good. So here I'm getting ready to put the eyelets in. I put a total of, oh my gosh, so many eyelets. I put It was 40 on each side, front and back on the skirt. So that's like 80 each side, plus the sleeves, and then the back part that laces up in the very back at the lower back butt area. And I use a tool to do that. I should have used this bigger tool, because although I was able to do it pretty fast, my hands were done. I had to miss the gym, and I hate missing the gym. I had to miss the gym for that next day after doing this, because my hands were so sore. They were red and they felt swollen in the middle. I put so many eyelets. So many. Okay, so clearly I was supposed to lay the pieces out earlier in the video. So this is just the pieces lined, ready to go. They looked good. Getting ready to then put the freaking eyelets in. But everything was looking good. Everything was fitting right. So we're good to go. So part one of I just be doing shit. Yeah, I had ordered this too because I was trying to redo the whole look. But I got my hair done too early and this shit itched so bad. So I'm about to take it out. But I wanted to show the neck. Some mess back there. Working on the little shirt because I'm not making a full shirt. It's literally just going to have the collar and the front, kind of like a bib. The gloves. And the tie. Be right back. Okay, so before I actually cut the cord out, I wanted to test it just to see how much I needed because I had to order so many yards of it. I didn't want to mess it up. So here we go. We're putting it on the mannequin. Mind you, the mannequin is not my body, but it fits at the top. So I just wanted to make sure everything was how it's supposed to be. I had to get 2 different cordings. I had the flat cording, the shoestring kind, but then the round kind, which is also the shoestring kind. But it was looking pretty good. Of course, it's all laced up, so it kind of looked a little wonky on the sleeves, but obviously it fit right. Okay, so I wanted to add me getting my hair done because obviously I had to change the hairstyle. You saw that I took the short hair out. That pixie cut was itching too much. So I really wanted to try these jumbo passion twists. And I was like, you know what? I'm finna just show it off. And this was her first time doing it. She was basically telling me how her hand was cramping up. I was like, just don't stop. Just don't stop. Whatever you do, finish my hair. Okay, so I've gotten myself together. I did my own makeup because I'm putting on shades. I don't even know why I even put on a full face. I'm like, I'm finna have on shades. This is kind of a waste of time. Oh my God, it was so freaking hot. It's already hot in Houston, 100 degrees. But yes, get into it. Giving the serving looks, child. Period. So, just to reiterate, I just wanted to recreate the look because, I had some people saying, oh, you're not a designer if you're mocking designs. I wasn't mocking nothing because I could legit come up with my own designs. I sketched my tail off. This was simply just to show my skills. I'm diverse. People order the same custom, looks. I just wanted to show, I really do this. I'm not just an Instagram designer. And I'm currently working on a rebrand for my line, Opposites Attract. So soon come. In the meantime, thank you guys for tuning in and watching, my whole behind the scenes of recreating this look. Until next time. One touch.